My purse is bigger than your purse.
Whatever. It's the same to me.
Welcome back to the Danceparty247 podcast. We got myself, Mr. DJ Te, Mr. Envy to my left, and Dan on the bottom corner, Mr. Wongy, and we have a new guest today, DJ Destiny. Destiny's Chart's not in the room today, but DJ Destiny is.
You couldn't wait to say that, could you?
No, I had to drop it in, didn't I?
How long was you practicing?
That joke has been going on for about 6 weeks now. It was funny first time.
Yeah,
Destiny is a DJ that I personally have known for over a decade. But can you tell us how long you've known these two souls to my left or my right? I don't know which way when this goes out will be, but that way, yeah, on my screen, they're that way. How long have you known those two, and how did you get started into DJing?
Okay, well, yes, I'm DJ Destiny. Thank you very much for inviting me on. It was Mr. DJ Wongy that actually introduced me to a set of decks about 20 years ago, and I was pretty much hooked. So a couple of weeks after that, I had my first set, and yeah, that's where it all began, pretty much. So yes, thank you, Wongy.
You're welcome. You're more than welcome.
Mr. Envy, I've known since I was about 15, same as Wongy. We've, yeah.
What you say? She's not sure. She's not sure.
So if you give us a bit of an insight to your background in DJing, what radio stations, we know we're doing this on radio stations, but so people out there who don't know what you've done, any gigs you've done, that kind of thing, any highlights you've got?
Most of my DJ life has been spent on internet radio. I've done the odd gig here and there, but nothing long term in that aspect. So it's mostly been internet radio, which is good because I'm in my own surroundings, nice and comfortable, nice and chilled. I can be myself and interact as much as possible. But yeah, I love it.
What do you normally spin when you're on air?
UK garage, mostly UK garage. Every now and then I'll do a little trance set, but a lot of the time DJ Wong is involved in those as well. So UKG when I'm on my own, pretty much.
We had a good party trance. Let's good trance party one time, didn't we?
We had, yes, we have. That was a very good night. That was spontaneous.
Yes, one of the best times is when it's spontaneous.
Yeah, that was really good. Really, really good.
But that's another story.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it should be another story as well. Because anyone who knows Wongy, myself, or Destiny, yeah, they're always other stories. Always. Nothing that can be aired.
We'll have to make it 18, won't we, for that kind of stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, what's that new rating they've got out now for films? R rating, isn't it?
Is it?
Yeah, I think there's a new rating now, R rating.
What does that stand for?
Restricted?
I don't know.
Ask Google.
Google it.
Google it?
Yeah.
You know what?
You're actually Googling it, aren't you?
I'm going to Google it. Yeah, of course I am.
Yeah. Oh, you're asking T.
Yeah.
I'll ask anyone. Who's first?
I can't be bothered.
Oh, I'm not even going to attempt it.
All right, guys and ladies. What is R rating in the UK? What is an R rating film? There you go. And what does Mr. Google say?
Mr. Google says
Motion picture just says suitable PG rated restricted. There you go. Restricted.
Oh, it's for minors.
I was right. R-rated, restricted, under 17, requires a company parent. X-rated, no one under the age of 17. So it's an R-rated. So it's an X-rated is what we wanted. The good old X-rated.
I didn't think they existed anymore.
Well, apparently they do. Triple X-rated, I guess. So what have we been up to this week? What have we seen, heard in relation to the DJ world out there?
Okay, my question is, Envy, what is your new thing that you've just tried?
Well, I'm more concerned about my PC packing up today. To be fair,
Yeah, that was a tragedy.
But yeah, no, the ear protection is
Yes.
what we're going to be chatting about today. I purchased a set of the Alpine Music Safe Pro. Yes, that's them, Wongy. Yeah, bless him. Look, with his little purse.
You've got one.
Anyway,
you've got one too.
My purse is bigger than your purse.
Whatever. It's the same to me.
Yeah, so
How's
have a
everything
little chat
going on?
about that ear protection, damage that can be done to obviously DJs in the club environment or even the home environment. Just gonna have a little chat about that today, guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Right.
I want you to take the story back a few steps because you decided, as friends do, to text me and Wongy or message WhatsApp, whatever it was. I can't remember. You go across every platform with your messages. I can never find out. If I reply in one, I probably reply back to the wrong platform. Yeah. A picture came across to us. It was absolutely gross and may well end up being the thumbnail to this podcast.
You're gonna do it in your. You're gonna.
I don't know. It might be. I don't know.
You've got to do it.
Just describe what you sent to your DJ colleagues, please, and what was going on.
No. Okay. So about what, a week and a half ago, I had my ears cleaned. So I had ear candles. Do you all know what that is?
Yeah.
Explain
Yeah.
to the listener.
Right.
For those who don't know.
An ear candle is it's like a beeswax candle. You have it put in your ear, and they set fire. They light it, and it burns down, and it pulls out all the wax. Now, it's a little bit gross.
A little bit.
I think about half a kilo of wax come out of my ear. It was absolutely rank. It was proper disgusting. And then obviously I'd spoke to T about 11, 12 years ago about this.
Yeah,
When
you
the
booked
ear first sort of come around. And I never done anything about it.
12
And then
years
when
on.
I had all that stuff pulled out, I was just like, I've got to do something. It's got to be done. You got to protect your ears, because that was just gross, seriously disgusting. I'm sure you'll put a picture up, T, of the thumbnail. I'm sure you will.
What you just
Or
decided?
it'll just pop up somewhere in video somewhere. I'm sure.
I don't have it to hand. No, I might be.
That's the result, isn't it?
But you might have it at a click.
No, I'm not that mean. But it was.
I'm sure you are.
Don't tell lies.
It was a bit of a surprise to see what was messages. You know, it's like picture is like. I had no idea what it was to start off with, and then I kind of realised, and it was like, "Oh yes, that is, yeah, pretty
Gross.
rank."
Yeah, it is. But that's the years of loud music and being in loud environments, even going clubbing and stuff. That is just a constant build up, and it does take its
Might need
toll.
to
I
get
mean,
one of them for myself, actually.
you're gonna what?
Might need to get one of them done for myself. Like the
You have to have, it works out. You have 7 treatments in total, and they're about 35-40 quid per treatment. They're not
if
cheap.
it's worth it though, yeah. But if it's worth it,
Yeah, I mean, it pulled out loads of stuff out of my ears. I've still got to have 5 more treatments yet. So, but this is why I bought these little babies.
So overall, it costs $280 to have 7 treatments.
Well, yeah, roughly. It depends where you go. They're all different prices.
Okay, so fast forward from the ear syringing to you decided to make a purchase.
I did.
How did they look? How did they feel? How did they sound? Excuse the pun.
They're all right. I mean, the biggest problem I found in the home environment when I was doing my show today, they killed too much of the highs. So all the you didn't really hear enough of it.
Okay,
Does that make sense?
which one of the 3 was you using? Because there's 3 settings, isn't there? Like for the earbud.
Yeah, I was using the lowest settings.
Okay. That was the gold. Is that the gold?
16 decibels.
Yeah, 16 decibels, which is, bear with me, guys. I'll have a look. Hang on.
It's come prepared.
Those white ones.
Okay, yeah, I've
I
got
mean-
white ones plugged in.
I mean, they are good. They're comfy. Once you got them in, you don't know they're there. They don't fall out. I think they're brilliant for a club, a bar, all that sort of thing. They would be superb.
So
Definitely.
they're pretty much like a little foam cushion type thing that go in your ear.
No, they're not. Let me get one out. And I'll see if I can get close enough to the camera for everyone to see. One sec.
It's a bit.
Okay.
It's a bit like a
Like an earplug.
like a phone.
Yeah.
So if I can stand up, what I will do, if you look down there, you see the little white thing inside?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what filters all the sound out.
I fully understand what you're saying now. I've just put mine in, and I've noticed a difference immediately.
You
Can
are.
you tell the difference between what the ear you've got it in and the ear you haven't?
Yeah. I've got.
What do you say,
I've put
Wongy?
both, I've put them both in now. Yeah. Right, and
Right.
there is a quite a significant difference
In the
the
high
sense of-
notes.
yeah, more in the you hear more low.
Pardon?
Yeah, it's more bass you hear. So T, you would absolutely love them because you love your bass. And
I give, no one's biting, are they? I give up.
What you say?
ain't
T? I
got a
can't
chance
hear you.
tonight, mate.
I got you the other night in the car.
Hang
Then. Do they kill the bass as well as the tops, or just the tops?
No, they do kill the bass a little bit, but you get through more low frequencies than you do the mids and the highs, because it's the mids and the highs that do the most damage, isn't it?
Yeah.
So they say. I mean, they are good. If you was in a bar or a club, they'd be superb. If you're doing a long set,
So I'm doing a long set with just my headphones on, which is loud.
yeah,
Or in a club, obviously, where you're monitoring ears off. Then
they would be perfect.
they need to be in a loud system to start off with, even at the lowest end.
You'd
These
use
ones, anyway.
You'd use the gold plugs because they're designed for clubs. So 22 decibels.
Right.
So did you say there were three
max-
different sizes?
No, there's 3 different
Settings.
adapters.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
16, 19, and 22.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I remember.
Obviously, so your 16 is for like generally for home. I would have thought, or small venues. It kills the highs so much. It on a home system, it's not beneficial if you're going to have it down low. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
So you've really, in order to benefit from it, you've got to have the system up loud. And really having it.
What we're saying is that the 22, the gold ones, and the 22, it needs to be really sound system, big sound
So
system.
they're like for your
Yeah.
big events and.
Yeah, so you're talking sort of like your clubs in Ibiza, that sort of stuff.
Mhm.
That's the sort of level where you've got the big sound systems, the big arenas. It would be for them sort of venues. Or
So basically, the white ones are for home, sort of thing. The other ones are for like out and about, like bars.
I say the white ones are for home. I wouldn't use anything else at home because that dulls the high notes enough to stop. It dulls the high notes enough so it don't make your ears ring. You know, like sometimes you come off for doing a set at home and your ears are ringing where it's been loud.
Yeah.
It does enough, but it's a little bit too much. It needs to let a little bit more through.
Okay.
So really, you'd want something around 14 decibels would probably be better for home.
Right.
But they don't come like that, do they? So it's literally 16, 19 or 22. But they are good. I'd recommend them, definitely.
So they'll definitely be used one set. Lockdown is over and done, and you're out and about, and in a bar and a gig where obviously you're gonna have some loud music again.
Yeah, cool. I mean, you could even use these, even if you went clubbing and you weren't even DJing, you could use them.
Yeah, absolutely.
They could be coming quite handy for some people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Doing
for
it that
instance,
way.
say you're going out for a night out, and you know I get tinnitus in my left ear, which is quite annoying. These help reduce any further damage.
Yeah.
So these are the sort of things. If you're going out to a bar or a nightclub or a rave, wherever you're going to go, where there's going to be loud music, these sort of things are perfect for that. They're not just for DJs, not at all. Anyone want to add anything?
Not on that. I think you've covered
I
that.
want a pair.
Pardon? You want a pair?
You want a
I want
pair?
a pair.
So if you want a pair, if you want to get a set of these Alpine Music Safe Pro hearing protection, go to the Dance247 shop, which is on the website, and just click the link, and it's all on there. There's mixers, a bit of everything really, but the hearing protection is on there, and it looks a little bit like that. So click the link, and I think around £23. Is that right, Wongy?
Yep, £23.
23 quid.
Yep.
Which, in fairness, you can use each set. You can use up to 100 times, so you got up to 300 uses per set.
It's quite a
that's what
decent
it said,
price for them then.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, especially if you're an active DJ and you ain't got big money to spend on custom sets. These would be perfect because they're not too expensive, they're not too cheap, they're comfy, and you get 100 uses out of them. You're going to make your money back on your first night DJing, ain't you? It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they're definitely worth it.
Once your hearing starts to go, yeah, you're in trouble, especially if you get tinnitus as well.
Well, I already have that. I get a distorted sound in my left ear sometimes.
I get it when I come off of I do about a 90-minute set, not too bad, but after a couple of
Anything
hours
longer.
or more, then yeah, especially after a Saturday, it comes. Yeah, I'm ringing for it. Although to be fair, I didn't notice it this week, but that might be a bad thing, mightn't it? If you're not noticing it,
Yeah.
It's like, you can't hear it.
I had tinnitus after my set.
It's not good. Honestly, I think you should get a pair, mate, because you DJ on your headphones with not much noise in the room.
Yeah, because
So-
it's not, my family do not appreciate the classics, all the new stuff like I do.
They don't really appreciate anything, do they? In regards to the music.
Pop music, yeah. I mean, obviously,
Pop. What's that?
You know, the stuff.
Ain't that like, Coca-Cola, lemonade? That's what I call pop. You don't want to know what I call pop music. I can't say that.
No, well, they like their chart stuff, and some of the girls like more their R&B. So, yeah, doesn't get appreciated. I could get away with playing some Faithless full chat. The wife would generally be okay with that because she likes that particularly. But
You can play about 3 tunes then, and that's it. You're done.
the 3 I played in the 3 hours today. Yeah, that's about all I can do.
So you max it out as long as you can, then drop a Faithless.
Yeah, it's a 1 hour mix of one track of Faithless that I've had to edit and remix. Yeah. Talking about that, okay, have you heard? There's 2 programs that have dropped some new features out this week, about 2 days ago. The Virtual DJ 2021 and DJ, the program that does Windows, and they've got Android as well as iOS. But the DJ app, they both have software on there that actually will completely take out the vocals, the music, and the bass and the drums, or you can isolate them. So you could straight away make an a cappella live, bang, yeah. Take your mid, your bottom, and your drum out. It's not 100% clean. No, you get all that when you used to get, obviously, all the old a cappellas used to get, obviously, the hi hats and stuff like that. Gone. It's pretty. It's not 100% clean, but it's clean enough. If you got that over another track, yeah, you're not having to have hi hats above hi hats within that. You know what I mean? It is clean enough.
That sounds
Yeah,
interesting.
the drums. How cool is that? Yeah, I couldn't get it on my Windows 8 laptop though, and the Windows 10 one is that old. The drivers wouldn't work, so I haven't been able to actually use it for Virtual DJ, because you get a free version if you just use your mouse or your pad, whatever you. Yeah. So
Right.
just so I could have a play and then maybe even do some acapellas from it. But yeah, it's it's up my street to have a fiddle around and mess around with some tunes. But that excited me this week that you can manipulate. You can put it this way, you can do full kills on it as well, complete kills. So you can actually mix and you can just take the drums out. How's cool that? Just the drums, or just the music, or just have the vocals left. And, I try and mash them up where you go down, you just leaving the vocals in. But you have to trim it so much that you don't really hear the vocals when you're just trying to just mix. You just want to leave that vocal in at the end. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's so thin that you can't hear it. But you can do that now.
I've got some ideas to make it into an a cappella and drop some bass lines in it.
Say again, Wonga, can't hear you.
As I say, it's already given me ideas, like where you can just you can have a vocal playing, drop everything out, and then bang some bass, your own bass lines in.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I think it's cool that you can actually just mix the elements out instead of just mixing. Obviously, it's all frequencies anyway, isn't it? Mm-hmm. But if you just mix the bass out or the drums, or just leave elements in, I really want to have a play in it, but I couldn't.
Right.
I have to do an update or buy a new PC. Again, through the shop, Danceparty247. PC.
Oh yeah,
Amazon. There you go.
Through the shop, absolutely. I'll get my controller through the shop.
Shall we briefly talk about the new website then?
Right. Go
on. It's all done. Apart from, I've got a couple more advertisements to go on the front page. All the shop's done. DJ profile pictures are done. Timetables in, the players in, the chat box is in. Everything is done apart from a couple more bit of advertisement that's got to go in, and then that'll be being launched the first week in July. Is that right? Yeah. Is that what we're looking at? It's a lot easier to use. Even Wongy could use it. I'm not being funny. He could.
What Emery's done with the website is put obviously the player and the chat box next to each other. You haven't been able to see this yet, Destiny. But yeah, it's got those, instead of having to scroll down and scroll up. So I've been going.
Yeah, because I normally do the pop out chat at the minute.
Yeah.
And then kind of
because you don't have to save you scroll up and down, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It does look nice.
It looks sexy, doesn't it? It does.
I have everything gritted teeth to you, but yes, it does.
Yeah, it's a freeway thing, so there's no point in me just going ahead and doing what I like, because you guys might not like it. What's the point in that? Might as well do a bit, make sure you like it, and then move on to the next section, isn't it?
Until I say, "Oh, what about this? What about that?"
And then wait for it. It's like, "Oh, is there anything else?"
Yeah. Are we gonna? There's a new domain as well, isn't there? Who's gonna? We're gonna say the new domain.
Oh, the Danceparty247.club.
Yes.
Okay, explain.
.co.uk will forward you to .club.
So everything's changing.
Yeah. So instead of going to www.danceparty247.co.uk,
which is a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
Yeah, I even get tongue-tied sometimes when I'm live. Slow down, and
I get tongue-tied all the time.
It is a mouthful. A lot's going on in the background that no one.
So if anyone logs into the old one, it'll just forward to the new one, and then these podcasts should be going out that first weekend.
We sometimes have these like late night freeway conversations going on about everything, and I was just like, "Oh yeah, I know about that."
You know what, guys? I think we've come to an actual bit of an end. We should say goodbyes.
Ciao.
Hasta la vista, baby.
I'll be back.
So let's do an outro that actually works this time, guys, shall we? Instead of like, yeah, well, I could be changing my shifts, or yes, no, I don't. I'll go 2 to 4 or no 2 to 5. Well, I don't know. It depends what's happening, isn't it? Yeah.
Right.
Oh.
People, do you want to catch any of myself, DJ Destiny, or DJ Wongy Live? Just check the timetable at danceparty247.co.uk.
Yes.
Until next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
bye.